I first got interested in neuroscience actually because my girlfriend's mom said it would probably be a good idea for me. I was a psych major at the time, and I was really interested in the physiological aspects of the psychological abnormal behavior. I got involved in the specific lab that I did because there's this guy who was a TA in my class, and I was downtown and I ran into him, and I think he was out drinking with his friends and he was kind of drunk, and he may have not even known that this is what he was doing, but he was like, dude, you should totally get involved in the lab. You should totally do that. Kind of like Rick and Morty-esque almost. But I was also a little bit drunk, and I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. And lo and behold, I actually went through with it. I talked to Dr. Sandstrom about it, and then I started working in his lab. I first sat in during the semester before I'd finished the class, and I've stuck there ever since. Dr. Sandstrom is a mentor for me through the McNair program. So in addition to being the leader of the lab group that I'm working in, he also has a pretty good one-on-one relationship with me. We have been working on optogenetics and Parkinson's disease. We are working on actually building an apparatus to test the rats with, and we are making cells that are basically going to be replacements for the cells that die when you have Parkinson's disease. We're going to do this really cool thing where we make them like controllable cells from outside of the body, and we're going to use that technique to figure out exactly how much of dopamine, which is what it's about, is needed to fix the motor behavioral deficits in Parkinson's disease. So the Hovater apparatus, my last name's Hovater, so it's so awesome that I get to name this thing that I built after myself. But it's basically a swimming pool that has an adjustable platform in the middle that we can, change the height. We're going to place the rat on it, and then we're going to lower the platform so it has to swim. I first off thought it was going to be like a $1,500 thing to build, because Sigma Aldrich, the end-all be-all when it comes to chemistry supplies, sells 250 ml syringes for $756. But guess who discovered that enema tubes only cost $16 and do the exact same function? The enema tubes we got from a sex shop online. I typed into Google discount 250 ml syringes, and the sex shop was the first thing to show up. So they got the business. No puns intended. We've been going through testing, and it's still not fully operational. So the first time that we tested the Hovater apparatus, it kind of blew up on us, totally failed. As they say, that's what science really is. It's a long process. The guy who invented the light bulb did it 10,000 times before he actually managed to invent the light bulb, and didn't consider them failures. He just considered them 10,000 ways to not make a light bulb. Well, I want to use these techniques that we're using on Parkinson's disease to really cure all of the neurotransmitter deficit-derived diseases. There's an alliteration for you, but I want to use it specifically on schizophrenia and bipolar disease. My name is Joshua Hovater, and I study neuroscience.